Howdy crypto friends, we're going to look at Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, XRP, BNB. So my standpoint on Bitcoin remains the same and I want it to be bullish, but I cannot let what I want affect the bias of my analysis because the bulls are not proving anything to me. As we know, we're in a downtrend on the weekly time frame. We are in prove it mode for the bulls. They have to show us something. They have to give us a clear sign of strength. We need increasing bull volume. We need resistance levels to break. We need the bulls to show up and get follow through, and we just don't have it. So again, I'm still very skeptical of the bulls at this point. The fact that we saw, let's see, how many days was it? 2 weeks of equilibrium consolidation that led to a 20-minute bull move, and then that led to 28 hours of consolidation. So this move happened on about 25 minutes. Then we had 28 hours of consolidation. Then we had a bull move to try and break and see continuation, and it was smacked right back down. That keeps the bears extremely comfortable. There's no pressure on the bears to need to cover their short positions, and the bulls are not feeling any kind of FOMO in terms of missing a move because bull breaks are not seeing follow through at this point. So we still have a 4-hour higher low pattern. In that regard, the daily higher lows and the 4-hour higher lows are intact, so the bulls are fine. But as I said in a post yesterday, fine doesn't cut it in this market environment. You know, if we were in an uptrend on the daily and weekly time frame, this would be fine bullish action and that'd be fine. But we can't settle for fine. We need convincing action, and this is not it. So our support level is 39.43. We are still holding 4-hour higher lows. The bulls are attempting another 4-hour higher low, holding exponential support. On this rejection here, we can see on the shorter term time frames, it was a clear 5-minute bull break. Some stop buys were triggered, and then it led into a 20-minute dump where we pulled back almost 3% in 20 minutes. So obviously that's not any sign of follow through nor strength. And at this point, the bulls are attempting to build a new base of support. We have a little higher low attempting to form. Low of the pullback was 39.86, little higher low at 39.91. And the bulls trying to shift this momentum back in their favor to perhaps give it another go. At this point, the 4-hour uptrend is the most important because if we lose the 4-hour uptrend, we're going to zoom out to the daily and look for daily consolidation and for a higher low on the daily to form compared to 37.56. And we're already seeing this daily consolidation because of that rejection where we pulled back so significantly. Exponential moving average support is there as well. So again, bulls are fine. If you're in a long-term position, you're not, stressing about anything as long as you have stop losses set. But in terms of the bull action, you're a bit disappointed. So that's where we stand. We're looking for a 4-hour higher low compared to 39.43. Our resistance is 41.14. And then, of course, the top of the bounce at this point, 42.39, which is the level the bulls have to break to prove anything to me in terms of confirming the inverse head and shoulders pattern, shifting the momentum, and seeing this bounce continue to play out. Litecoin has been a lead bull comparative to Bitcoin, and we had a daily inside bar break bullish at 39.48. Saw follow through there as well, but an upper wick similar to Bitcoin. This was one where we saw 4-hour consolidation. And if we're looking at just a comparison of Bitcoin and Litecoin, here last night, Bitcoin had a 4-hour base of support established. We broke it, and then the bull move showed up. So we dropped to a lower low. And if you look at Litecoin on the 4-hour, that lower low didn't really happen. We established the same base of support, held it, and then saw a solid bull break. This is a convincing bull break. We broke 40.12. We got up to 41.27. That's a 2.5% bull break with follow through. And again, Bitcoin broke resistance. We saw less than 1% of follow through and then smacked right back down. Litecoin is also looking for a 4-hour higher low to form. Anything above 37.21 will do it. We have exponential support here for the bulls to maintain, and resistance is up at 41.27 now. Daily time frame has seen some significant follow through on its breakout of the equilibrium, and the weekly time frame is continuously battling this exponential 12-period resistance. We rejected from it last week, and we're still battling it this week. The exact price of that moving average is 39.40, which we keep teetering back and forth around. So 4-hour is the most clear on Litecoin here. Still a clear uptrend, increase in bull volume on the way up. We're looking to form that higher low and much less of a fake out than what we saw on Bitcoin. Ethereum is starting daily consolidation. The last daily higher low was 128.30. And that's the level the bulls have to hold to form a higher low. That's likely, so we're not going to lose the daily uptrend at this point. When we lose the daily uptrend on Ethereum, we zoom out to the weekly and say, all right, our weekly lower high has been established at this point, and it's battling its exponential resistance just like Litecoin is. So it's all about the daily uptrend, and as long as that is intact, then we don't have our weekly lower high convincingly set yet. But again, when that's lost, that's when the weekly lower high is set. The daily consolidation was marked by a break of this 4-hour equilibrium bearish. We had the high, low of the pullback. Our lower high was almost a double top. And then we never really held support. We broke it. Another lower high just set at 152.90. Haven't seen a lot of bear follow through on the breaks of these support, but we're on the verge of a bear cross of the 12 and 26 period exponential moving average, which on the 4-hour time frame, we have not had a bear break ever since the 112s. So this would be notable if it does bear break, and if we do follow through to a lower low below 146.71, we have 144.49. That's the most important short-term support for me, because if that level breaks, there's a lack of support below that area. So a 4-hour lower high, lower low pattern to be watching on Ethereum now, and the bulls need to turn around and shift that momentum and change that 4-hour trend in order to be looking for a daily higher low to be established. If Ethereum can hold 146.71 right here, form this little higher low, and then break 152.90, we'll zoom out to the daily and say, all right, that's our daily higher low, and that might even be a bull flag. Let's see if we can get continuation. But that's dependent on shifting this 4-hour momentum back in the favor of the bulls. XRP continues to be the weaker name. Still not much has changed over the last couple days. Just clear lower highs. We're setting our most recent lower high now at 386. So anything under 386 keeps the bears in control, and support is 3.5. So 3.5 to 3.86, we've been within that range for 5 days. Not a whole lot going on with XRP, and not really seeing a lot of correlation with the other names that are seeing some strength. So XRP doing its own thing, holding sideways, but not really much upside action there. So I'd be watching the daily time frame for XRP because it's more clear there and it's smoother action, as we haven't done a whole lot. BNB, clear lead bull. So look at the volume. Highest volume on Binance in about 6 weeks. A clear bull break of the daily inside bar. That's follow through. The bull break was 631 and we got up to 679, 680. So that's essentially a 7%, 8% move on that bull break. That's a lot of follow through. And of course, Bitcoin, again, not anywhere near that kind of follow through. So the 4-hour time frame here, looking for healthy consolidation and a higher low to form. We've been holding the exponential support on this consolidation. And right now it looks like we have a little base of support trying to form here at 648. And if we set a lower high on the hourly and then lose 648 support, that tells us that further 4-hour consolidation is coming back down towards the exponential moving averages. So I would zoom into the hourly chart for BNB and watch to see, with this low bull volume, is this just going to give us a lower high? And then we'll watch the hourly uptrend to potentially see if it gets lost. So Binance is the strongest. Litecoin, I would put number 2. I'd put Ethereum number 3. Well, Ethereum and Bitcoin, it depends on what time frame you're looking at. Bitcoin's more bullish today. Ethereum is more bullish the last week. And then, of course, XRP is last with the daily lower highs still intact. So different time frames for different clarity on these different coins. And again, Bitcoin is still fine at this point. If you're in a bullish position and you're comfortable, there's no reason to sell. You're just a bit disappointed. So we need to see convincing bullish action. Give me a bull break over 42.39 with increasing bull volume on the daily time frame, with bears unable to push the price back down instantly. That's going to put pressure on shorts. That's going to force shorts to cover, because again, it's not even like a short has time to think about it, where if they don't have any automatic buys set, if I'm sitting here watching this action and I'm short right now and saying, oh man, I hope we don't break 40.88, and then we break it, and within a couple minutes, literally 1 minute, we're right back under that price, I don't have anything to worry about, and I'm a comfortable bear. So turn that momentum around, increasing bull volume like Binance, and that will shift things. But until then, I'm going to remain a bit hard on these bulls until they show me something. So congrats to the Litecoin bulls. Very nice, significant follow through. I did end up making a entry attempt in Bitcoin for a very small amount, just with a tight stop loss on this 4-hour time frame. And when we did get that extra leg down, it did stop me out. And it was a very small position, pretty much just playing around. But turns out that would have been a very nice entry on Litecoin. So that was my lesson to look away from Bitcoin and look towards these other coins. I haven't played Litecoin in a long time, but I just double checked my results from 2017, 2018, and I made more money in Litecoin than Bitcoin or Ethereum by far. So I'm going to start paying more attention to this old friend. But we held support. I wouldn't have gotten stopped out, and we would have ended up seeing a solid 8% move to the upside, which would have resulted in even a small position seeing some worthwhile gains. So thanks again. Hope you're well. Do good things. Here at the end, we got an intro for Midas Letter, which is a show I go on for Canadian MJ stocks. But they made an intro for me, and I thought it was really funny. So sharing it with all you crypto friends. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Hey everyone, checking in.